Hey everyone! So I just wanted to get this quick video out because I saw some of you guys' comments and you had some good ideas and questions, and I really appreciate the feedback. So someone informed me that since there was an issue with being able to rent the Nomad at the expo, CIG just made it accessible to everyone. So if you go to a ship terminal, you should have it available to you there, and you should be able to spawn it at any normal landing pad. Also, because of the free fly, they've given everyone a 100i as well to fly around with. So another comment that I wanted to address in this video asked if stuff would fall out of the back of this ship, which is a good thing to know because a cargo area isn't all that useful if all of your cargo falls out when you try to use it. If you want the short answer, it's no. If you stick around though, I'm going to demonstrate that, and I'm also going to give you my first impressions of this ship overall. I was curious about this myself, so I decided to do a delivery mission and check it out. So I did a whole delivery mission and flew around with this thing some more as well, so I think I have enough time with it to give you my initial thoughts on it. So to start, the cargo bay works as intended, and everything seems to be locked down once you get it in there. So I got to this outpost and loaded up all the packages for the deliveries, and you can see I'm trying to fly quite vigorously here to see if the stuff will shift around, and it didn't seem to move at all. This ship is a bit more drifty than I thought it would be though, for its size, and you can see that as I run into this building here. However, all the packages stayed put through the crash, so that's good for the Nomad. But yeah, as I was doing deliveries in the ship, I liked a lot about it, except for the way it flew, because it felt a little bit drifty. I think some of this feeling is because of the way it hovers on its landing gear, so when you're landing you have to be very careful to land vertically, otherwise you're going to slide around a lot. One thing I do like a lot about this ship though is the internal button to control the cargo bay, because that makes it a lot faster to unload packages and stuff, because you can have the cargo bay opening as you're getting out of the ship. So throughout the delivery mission, I didn't really have any issues, and next I wanted to try out loading a vehicle into the ship. So the biggest challenge in doing this was the landing gear, and the stormy weather of Microtech definitely did not help, because you can see here the ship kept bouncing around as I was trying to drive in. I did manage to get it halfway in, but then the ship decided it was not happy with the way I was driving up onto it, so I ended up having to take a second try. So for my second try, I did turn off the engines, and that seemed to help, but I can't be sure if that would always fix the issue since the storm decided to not be helpful and end as soon as I turned them off, so I couldn't have a good comparison. But once it stopped moving, you can see the rock here fits with decent room, and I think the reason it glitched around like that is just because of the glitch where the rock's mining arm randomly pops up out of the stored position, so I don't think that's an issue with the ship. Just like the packages though, this thing stays put once you get it loaded in there. So my first impressions on this ship are pretty positive. In terms of price, it sits right between the Avenger and the Cutlass, and is a really nice option if you want to be able to bring vehicles places but don't want to upgrade all the way to a Cutlass. If the main things that you like about the Cutlass are its utility of being able to bring vehicles places and its moderate amount of cargo area, the ship does a lot of what the Cutlass does. Also, I really like the sound design and cockpit visibility of the ship. And it's got quite a lot of amenities on the interior. I was actually surprised by how much space they used for the interior section, and I think it might have been better to allocate this to storage, but since it's here, it's nice to have it. Also, the 3 gimbaled size 2 guns aren't the best, but it's comparable firepower to something like an Arrow, and it's definitely enough for a more utility-focused ship like this. The biggest issue with this ship though, I think, is going to be that external cargo area, because even though the stuff doesn't seem to fall out, it's still going to be way easier for someone else to steal it, because there's really nothing to stop them from getting in there and taking whatever they want. So you'll really want to keep an eye on your cargo. The only other things I didn't like about this were how much hydrogen fuel it burned, because I only had half a tank left after one delivery mission, and just how it flies overall, but I think hopefully these things will be adjusted with time. So overall, I think this ship fills an important gap of being a pretty accessible ship that can carry a vehicle, and it's pretty unique at the same time, so it's a nice addition. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know your thoughts on the Nomad in the comments. Thanks for watching.